Alright lads, another day, another upload. Just woke up, it's 11:30, it's a bit late. That's because actually I'm sick, so I'm gonna do a bit of gratitude now. I want to start doing that because it's very important. I've like seen a lot of people talk about it and how you should just be grateful for a lot of things. So I'm gonna start doing that every morning now. I feel like if you do it over like a long enough time span, you'll actually appreciate what you're writing down. Like today I might write down like, oh, I'm grateful for my house, or I'm grateful for the food that I'm eating. But like, let's say 2 months down the line, I'm gonna expand on those things a little bit more. And so yeah, I didn't record it yesterday, but I did like a couple hours of cold calling. I got one meeting booked, which isn't bad. As long as I'm getting at least a meeting a day, that's like the base level. Yeah, and I feel like for me, since the start of this year, I haven't really been on the ball. I could give you a million excuses of why not, but at the end of the day, if it was life or death, I would have made things happen. And the reason I haven't made things happen is because I've been semi-comfortable. So I've kind of retrained my mind now to where if I do not do these things, this is what will happen. I've kind of thought like for the past few months that I've had time, and I haven't really had time because if I do not do 100 outreaches a day, what's gonna happen? The business is gonna go nowhere, right? If I wake up late every single day, what is gonna happen? The business is gonna go nowhere. If I do not eat my meals, if I do not go to the gym, what is gonna happen? I'm not gonna get any bigger, or I'm not gonna get any stronger. It's very, very simple. You have to understand that if you do not do these things, this is what will happen. And rather than framing your mind to, if I do 100 outreaches a day, my business will succeed. Or if I go to the gym every day, I will get bigger and stronger. Instead of doing that, people are pushed more by negative emotions. So what that means is, rather than saying, if I go to the gym every day, I will get bigger, it's if I do not go to the gym every day, I will have the same body for the rest of my life. That right there is much more motivating than a positive affirmation or whatever you want to call that. I don't really want these videos to be too long. They've kind of been like 20 minutes plus every time now, so I'm going to try and condense these a little bit more. But yeah, I'm going to do my gratitude now, and then we'll get cold calling, and of course we'll eat a meal. Yeah.
Joel speaking.
Hey Joel.
Hey mate, what have I got?
Hey Joel, how you doing? It's just Tom here with Sunreach. How have you been, man?
Cool mate, sorry, where are you calling from?
Just calling from Sunreach. I cut to the chase.
Sunreach?
Yeah, I cut to the chase for you. Look, I know that nobody likes getting a cold call, especially on a Wednesday afternoon. So I can keep this super brief, and then you can decide if you want to hang up with me.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, awesome, man. I appreciate the shot. So look, before I dive in here, Joel, would it be safe to assume that you might already be working with a growth partner like Prospect Bacon or someone like that?
Hang on a sec, mate.
No, that's all right.
Am I working with the growth partner? No.
Okay, awesome. Well, that's actually why I called here, Joel. So when it comes to trying to scale your business, you say you're not working with a growth partner or someone like that, but do you already have a way to consistently book appointments and recruit staff before it becomes a full-fledged fire drill?
Sorry mate, but you're wasting your time.
How come?
Because I'm not interested, thanks.
That sounds like a knee-jerk response, Joel. Do you get calls like this a lot?
Nah, look, sorry mate.
Okay, right.
Okay, cheers mate, bye.
No worries. That is the most, like, common objection you'll ever get. Not interested. And yeah, I just didn't handle it. I tried to, didn't really work. As soon as I say they're not interested, they're trying to get off the phone. They're not, look, they don't want to, they're like, the phone's here. They're not really listening to what you're saying, and they just want to get off the phone as soon as possible. You can say something like, well, absolutely, Joel, like, of course you're not interested because I haven't told you enough to be interested. And that can either piss people off, or maybe they might stay on the phone, I don't know. But the thing is, like, I might as well try that because let's say you don't try that. What is the other option? Like, you don't try and handle the objection. It's still a no either way. So I feel like you have to be okay with pissing some people off, especially with cold calling. But I don't know, it's just like... The thing I don't particularly like about the script is, if I just scroll up here, this, it always gets a yes. 90% of the time it gets a yes. I'm not sure if that's because I'm calling Australia now and they're just like more friendly, or they have like less business, so they're more willing to like listen to people. It's really good. Like this, hey Matt, it's very different. Like they don't really hear that very often, so it's like a pattern interruption. They never hear that. It's very different. So this, it's an A plus. It's great. But as we get down to here, you can go A or B. I always go with B. Obviously I didn't make this. It was like a template and you just like inputted your words. So it's like, before I dive in, is it safe to assume that you might already be working with a growth partner like Prospect Bacon or someone like that? So Prospect Bacon is like the main competition I have. So when I say this, a lot of the time they just say like, oh, who's Prospect Bacon? Or like, what's a growth partner? Or like, most of the time they say, what's Prospect Bacon? So I need to change this a little bit to where I keep them on track, because asking about Prospect Bacon has nothing to do with the conversation. Like you'll see in this clip, might not be this one, but in the next one I show, like, they always say, what is Prospect Bacon? So I just want to change the script a little bit. We'll see.
Hello, Glenn speaking.
Hey, Glenn.
Yes, who have I got?
Hey, Glenn. It's just Tom here with Sunreach. How have you been, man?
With who, sir?
Just calling from Sunreach. How have you been?
Yeah, good. Sorry, I don't know who that is.
No, that's okay. Look, I'll cut to the chase for you here, Glenn. So, look, I know nobody likes getting a cold call, especially on a Wednesday afternoon. So, I can keep this super brief, and then you can decide if you want to hang up on me.
Okay, what's it about?
Awesome. I appreciate the shot, man. So, look, before I dive in here, Glenn, would it be safe to assume that you might already be working with a growth partner like Prospect Bacon or someone like that?
Oh, no, not interested. Sorry, thank you.
Okay.
See you. Bye.
See, as soon as he heard growth partner, it's like, no, I don't want to do your business.
Aaron speaking.
Hey, Darren.
Yes.
Hey, Darren. It's just Tom here with Sunreach. How have you been, man?
Yeah, good buddy. How can I help?
Look, I know nobody likes getting a cold call, especially on a Wednesday afternoon, so I can keep this...
Yeah, I've got COVID, mate, so it's probably not a good day to be cold calling.
All right. I'll give you a call back.
Give me a call on Friday.
Awesome. Have a good one, Darren.
Thanks, mate. Bye. Yeah, not too bad.
Awesome. Well, look, I know nobody likes getting a cold call, especially on a Wednesday afternoon, so I can keep this super brief, and then you can decide if you want to hang up on me.
Right.
Thanks, man. I appreciate the shot. So, look, before I dive in here, Cam, would it be safe to assume that you guys might already be working?
No, it's definitely something we're not interested in, though. Thank you.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't just say it, because it doesn't come to my mind when he says that. When he's like, oh yeah, it's something, because it's so easy to say right now. Like, but when you're actually on the phone, you're thinking about a million things, it's hard to like have it. That's why practice just helps, because you get more comfortable in the situation. So, I mean, again, it was another example of, hey, look, I'm not interested. I think our business is too small. Be like, well, absolutely, Scott. I agree with you. Of course you're not going to be interested, because I haven't told you enough for you to be interested. Look, let me just tell you a little bit more, and if you're not interested, you can hang up the phone.
Hello, Peter speaking.
Hey, Peter.
How are you?
Hey, Peter. It's just Tom here with Sunreach. How have you been, man?
Good, thank you, Tom. How are you?
Not too bad, thanks for asking. Look, I know nobody likes getting a cold call, especially on a Wednesday afternoon, so I can keep it super brief, and then you can decide if you want to hang up on me.
Yeah.
Alright, awesome, man. I appreciate the shot. So look, before I dive in here, Peter, would it be safe to assume that you might already be working with a growth partner like Prospect Bacon or someone like that?
No, we don't. We're not sure who that is. What's it in regard to? Sorry.
Okay, well, that's actually why I called Peter. So when it comes to trying to scale your business, do you already have a way to consistently book appointments and recruit staff before it becomes a full-fledged fire drill?
Well, we follow the same guidelines every time.
What do you mean, sorry, guidelines?
So is this in regards to staffing or is it in regards to lead generation?
Well, we're actually a bit of both, to be honest with you, Peter. What we specialize in is helping scale residential solar companies. You guys do residential solar, that's correct?
We do, yeah.
Okay, well, awesome. Well, that's why I reached out. So, have you ever actually considered partnering with a growth specialist to get your business to where you want to be? It's kind of like a fire detector that sees the bottlenecks in your business and deals with them before they land on your desk. There's a white hot fire ready to be put out.
Okay.
Anything like that on your
We haven't
radar?
really had, we haven't really had any issues in the past. We've spoken with Employsure and Bright HR
Okay.
previously.
Yeah.
And if that's similar, as I said, we have spoken with them. And I actually have a Zoom meeting with Bright HR in next week sometime.
Awesome. So you are looking to actually work with someone like a growth partner or someone like that to actually help scale your business?
I'm not sure whether that's going to scale our business. That's more in regards to being sure that the way that we're doing hiring and firing, for example, is as it should be.
Awesome. Well, first of all, congratulations, because I talked to hundreds of solar owners like yourself, and not all of them are actually ready to move forward and looking to actually improve in that area of their business. So that's great for you. Are you looking to, so besides from recruitment, are you looking to actually get more appointments, get more quotes, get more installs as well? Because not only do we actually help you book out your calendar, Peter, but we help you recruit and also train your sales team. Out of any of those three areas, if you could wave a magic wand, which area would you be looking to improve the most?
Lead generation.
Okay, so that's kind of an area struggling in. What have you tried like in the past to help with that?
We use Solar Quotes currently.
Okay.
And which is something we'd like to get away from if we possibly could.
Okay, how come? Just high prices and nothing guaranteed, or?
Yeah, and you get lumped in with three other companies, and it's just pretty well a race to the bottom.
Yeah, 100%. Well, I hear that a lot, to be honest with you, Peter. So, I mean, obviously what we do is, as I said, we help book out your calendar and book appointments. But the difference is you only pay on the appointments that actually show up. So you're not paying for empty leads that you have to go out and actually call. Would that be something of interest to you, or?
Yeah, I'd be interested to have a look at that.
All right, awesome. Well, look, would it be totally crazy if we found, let's say, 30 minutes next week where I could show you a few things of what we do and what we've been doing for our current clients?
That would be great. And if you can do it in the morning, an AM.
He was already closed before I had to actually book the meeting, if that makes sense. That was like one of them where like he was just ready to buy anything, really. Obviously, like I can't just close him on the meeting, but he was one where there weren't really too many objections. So, I mean, I'm not really going to pat myself on the back too much for that, because like he was just, he was out in the market and he wants something to buy that will help him. But yeah, that is a very promising one. So I'm going to send him a meeting link. One thing I'd probably change about that was I kind of ended it a bit too like abruptly. Probably should have, on my meeting, I have like a few questions just to qualify them for the meeting, so they feel special, which I didn't do. So I should have like asked, well, there's a few questions here like, well, before I let you go here, Peter, there's a few questions I need to ask just to make sure it would make sense for us to actually book a meeting. So how many deals would you say you're actually doing per month? And then I just go down the questions that I actually want to ask him. But look, it's okay. I mean, another day, another meeting booked, you know what I mean? So as I said, I'm looking to improve my sales. I don't really care about the meeting or the money. All I care about is getting better at sales, because if you can master that, then it's a very, very good skill to have. But yeah, I just feel like such a nonce. Like when I'm like, is it safe to assume that you're already I don't know. Just, I feel like such a nonce, but apparently it's the best way. I mean, because you definitely don't sound salesy. You don't sound like every other guy, so that's a huge tick, but I just feel like such a nonce. Like, it's so put on. All right, boys and girls. We're on a little Walkington now. Just finished cold calling for the day. Just figured it was quite a nice day, so we're going on a little walk. I kind of realized that fucking cold calling just really sucks, man, honestly. Like, it's like when you're having to cold call every single day, you have to handle rejection so much. It's not a great feeling, man, but just one of those things that you kind of have to push through. If you're not willing to grind and fucking put your balls to the wall, then this just isn't for you, honestly. And that isn't just in business, that's just in general. Like, today I called hours of cold calling. I just no after no after no, and you just got to be willing to seek that yes. And those yeses will come, but only after the hundreds of no's. And I feel like that's not just in cold calling, that's just in life in general. And I feel like that's why cold calling and putting yourself out there is just a really good skill to have, because going up to that girl or having that next interview or making that new product idea or whatever it may be, you're okay with doing it because you've gone through the rejection. The more you do it, the more you can handle it, and the more it gets easier. And when you're not scared of rejection, you're a very scary person, honestly. Because like even now, like I'm just out with my camera, just talking to myself pretty much. And you know, it's kind of, I don't want people seeing me. It's embarrassing, but at the end of the day, what's gonna happen if people see me? I'm not gonna die. Nothing's gonna happen. I'm not gonna lose one of my family members, and ultimately that's why it's an irrational fear. So that's why I think if you wanna fucking do something in life, just go and fucking do it. Because at the end of the day, we're all gonna fucking die. And there's absolutely no reason, sorry, a car just went past. There's absolutely no reason why you shouldn't do it if you feel like you wanna do it. It's so sad that I see so many people who wanna do something in their life and they're just too fucking scared to do it, man. It actually makes me sad. An example, some people are self-conscious of when they go out, they have to make sure they look their best. Why the fuck are you trying to look your best? Or why the fuck are you trying to please people that you don't even know? I don't know, it's just kind of one of those weird ones to me. But I just want to say as well, like, I'm not trying to like fucking speak to anyone or preach like I have all the answers, because I definitely do not have all the answers. That's kind of why I'm recording. So in years' time, I can look at myself and be like, wow, what a fucking knob he was. He didn't know anything. But right now, I'm just kind of sharing my thoughts and what I actually feel, man, because I feel like it's worth sharing and worth documenting, because one day I will look back on this and, yeah, I'll realize I was a knob, but I'll also realize what a fucking journey that it's been. And yeah, that was pretty much it.